Hey y'all, it's Kelly Ann. Welcome to another video. It is Sunday, January 25th, I believe is the date. I'm trying to get my laptop woken up. Yeah, the 25th. Well, it's covered in ice. I honestly, last weekend I felt bad that I didn't get a video out, but I didn't feel like I had gotten enough done. I had, but also like my legs were just really irritated, so I didn't feel like sitting still long enough to record a video, to be quite fair. Feeling much better this weekend, which is great. But I have some things to show you guys. But yeah, it's very cold outside. It feels good inside. Thankfully have not lost power. I don't know, it's supposed to last through tomorrow midday, maybe early Tuesday. I don't know, they keep on changing their minds. I was mildly excited because for my temperature quilt, we were predicted to get as low as 13 degrees, and I was going to get to use my entire color range in the lower colors, and I don't know if that's going to happen now, but we'll see. I'll definitely get in the color range of the second to coldest color, but we'll see. Not that I'm wishing that it gets any colder where I'm at, honestly, but it would have been cool. So since we're talking about the temperature quilt, let me just show y'all what I've gotten done so far. I've gotten the first 8 days of January done. I had figured out the calculations for the trees and the houses and everything. And so basically the roof is the high of the day, the house is the low of the day. The door is, if anything cool or fun or whatever, something that I want to remember happened that day. I'm going to put something like in the doorway to kind of like signify that. It'll also kind of be like a marker to like kind of figure out about where things are once it's all put together. Like what month is what, at like a glance basically. And then I also record if it was sunny, which is majority of our year, if it rained, or if it was icy or snowing, which there's a little bit of white patches on the ground, but it's like frosted. It's like frozen sleet, basically. It's not snow. But I have icicles dripping from everywhere. So I'll get to use the little snow for today, because I don't think it started icing over until like 1 to 2 in the morning, according to our OEM for our county. That's whenever like the road started icing over, was around like 1:30. So I'm not going to count it for yesterday. It's okay. Even though that's whenever like the rain and the temperatures dropped, it didn't really start icing over until today. So anywho, I have the first. Okay, so even though I calculated all that, I went ahead and got FPP patterns for both tree and house. I found, I think it's called 10 cow quilts on Etsy. And she had these cute little houses and trees. You can get them in different sizes. Mine are finished. They'll be 4-inch blocks. So right now they're 4.5 inches. And they'll shrink down a little bit as you put them together. But I want to be able, there's going to be a tree for a monthly marker. So the first row is going to be a tree and then 17 houses. So my quilt is going to be 18 rows by 21 rows. That's the entire year. It gives me, because it's not a leap year, it gives me like 1 or 2 extra spaces in the bottom, which is probably where I'll put the temperature scale. I'll probably do like an FPP of some like flying geese or something to show the colors of the temperature scale, and maybe embroider into them the temperature ranges. But for anyways, I didn't have a window originally in my design. The door was centered in mine. This one has a window, but I'm not going to use the little window in every single block because I thought, well, it might also be fun if I notated when there was a weekend, because there's now this window. I didn't feel like I wanted to fussy cut a little animal or a little fun scene for 365 days. So I decided that for Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I would put something in the window. So then I'll also kind of be able to track when weekends were. And I thought that would be kind of fun. So anyways, I was just going to show you the first couple of days that I got done here. So this was a Friday. And then I had a DEXA scan done. So I put a little workout guy there. And then if nothing exciting happened on that day or nothing that I want to notate, personally, it's just going to look like a wooden door. But I have a little, this is from whenever they were still at RJR, and were not called Ruby Star. They were called, oh, shoot. What were they called? I used to know this. Oh my gosh. Cotton and Steel. Oh my gosh. Anyways, this is from one of the original Cotton and Steel releases of Snow Babies. Little kitty cat. A little Tigger. This was on a Sunday. And then the first Monday of the month is our quilt guild. So I put this one that says life is better with a quilt. I have this print right here that has a bunch of like little quilt sayings. So for those, I'll probably do that. And then, but also probably one of the prettiest like color combinations. So this one was 77 was the high and the low was 51, but a really pretty color combination. Looks very beachy. Lots of greens. So there's several, oh, and this was the first day that it rained. So the beginning of the year, so a lot of the houses, the roofs for January are yellow or green, one of the shades of green or a shade of yellow. There's one rogue orange, and then yesterday's will be a blue because that's our high was in the 30s. But all the house colors are blues or greens. And like I said, I think we're going to tap into purple. But anyways, that is the start. I'm trying to at least get the first 17 days done and the January tree, because then I can get one row done. The other thing about doing them on an FPP is I can kind of like make these little notes for myself. So I wrote if it like rained or was sunny. I can write the date, and if it was a weekday or weekend, the high and the low. And so if I can't get to it, or if I get a house done, I can make sure that that they're in order before I put them together. But yeah, I don't know, just tracking some extra things for funsies and making it a little bit more whimsical. So like some of the houses will just have little friends living in them. I mean, I'm sure there's little friends living in all the little houses, but weekends you see your friends. That was kind of like my thought process on that. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this. So I'm working on this today. Just for fun. It's like I already have almost all the fabrics like cut out and things like that. Okay, let's get into some cross stitch stuff. Oh, well, sewing wise, just really fast. I am working on that. These are like my next goals. I have to do my strawberry block. So at some point today, I'm going to stop and do my strawberry block to send to my December bee mate. And then I'll be done with bee stuff. Be done. And then other top priorities. I really want to work on my cat Christmas quilt borders, because Jamie has a long line in her quilting, like to be quilted list. She has a long line right now. And I know that Christmas is a year away at this point. Or like, you know, whenever you're decorating, about 10 months. But I just want her to get it so that way I'm in the queue. But I've already told her, like, you're going to get to do custom. You can change the thread as many times as you want. You can do whatever you want. Whatever your heart leads you to, like, make it awesome. And I'll probably also do double batting so that way it's a thicker quilt, because it is specifically going to be for winter / Christmas time. So I really want to work on that, and get more work on that done. And then obviously bags. Okay, so cross stitch. I do have a finish, but I will show you her last. And I do have a new start. So we'll start with the new start, and then I'll show you my finish, and then we'll go into plans. All right, so I did start Pasta Girl, and I cannot remember the designers' names. I forget. I just truly forget. I don't have my iPad in here. Is it pulled up? Oh yeah. Okay, so for this one, the designer's name is not on any of the PDF documents, unfortunately. And I can't easily get to my Etsy on my laptop at the moment. But I will link this pattern below. McKenna and I are doing this as a sew along, although she hasn't started hers yet. I thought I went ahead and started it because I thought that she was about to start it. But then she started one for her mom's birthday. It's really pretty. You should go check out her videos. 1884 Stitchery. And also now she brought back the whip wheel, which I still have mine. I probably need to like clean it up. Maybe I would get back into doing that. But so I told her, I was like, you should just make it a wedge on your whip wheel. And she was like, no, it has to land on new start. So anyways, she's going to get to it. So this sew along is going to go for a little while, but, the pattern is actually on Etsy called Why Pasta. We don't understand the joke. We don't get it. It has words down here that's, I don't know. Anyway, we don't get the joke. So if you get it, please let us know. But we liked her anyways. I'm almost done with her. I have some stitching in her hair left, which honestly I could leave it out, but I'm going to add it. And then I have to finish stitching the actual bowl of pasta. This is on a 32 count merino. It's just by the Artiste brand from Hobby Lobby in the colorway mustard. I don't know if you can still get this color or not. Some stores may have it, some stores may not. I tried looking the other day to see if they had the mustard one at my store still, and they don't. So I don't know if it was like a temporary thing, but I had bought this packet of mustard fabric either right before 2020 or right after. So I was looking, I still have my Excel pivot table of all of my whips, which speaking of that, I'm going to start recording a whip parade. But is it too late in the month? Like, do you even still care? Or because it's been so long since I've done one, like I'm talking probably since 2023 that I've done a whip parade, which, yes, Daniel, Dan, yeah, but thank you. Okay, but I'm recording a video. But they all heard you say hi. Yeah, they heard you. Okay, I'm gonna go back to doing this, okay? Yeah, okay. Daniel decided to bring me a toy. He heard me talking to somebody. He didn't know who, so he brought me a toy. Anyways, I lost track of what I was even saying. Oh, I was looking on my pivot table and it looks like my last new start was in 2022. Could have been 2023, but I honestly think it was 2022. But I did add this one and Stregonona on it. And so if it is accurate, I have 53 active whips. So I am going to start recording it today. But there's so many and my sewing room is already such a mess. I'm going to have to like splice it together, and I'm gonna have to go like 1 to 2 bins at a time so I can go through them, put everything back and put it away. Because otherwise this room is going to be even more of a disaster, and I mentally cannot handle that right now. So I need to be able to function here. I haven't been able to really sew much this month because of my legs. They're slowly starting to feel better. I've been able to put some time in here. I cannot have it Chaos City. Anyways, it still is Chaos City, but it's a better Chaos City. So I cannot make it worse. But this one is so fun. The Sal is going to keep on going even if I finish mine because McKenna needs to start hers. But it's a fun one if like you like quirky. You don't have to do the letters. There's also supposed to be like lines shooting out of the pasta. Again, we don't understand the joke. Not doing the little lines, just doing her with a pasta bowl on her head. I also am stitching her over 1. So she's very, very, very tiny. She's like going to be 2.5 by 4. So I did find this frame. It's a 3.5 by 5. And I thought the colors would look really pretty together, and it's like nice and oval, so she should fit in there kind of perfect. If she doesn't, that's okay. I'll save this one for something else and I'll take her with me and try and find something. But I don't know, I didn't have her with me and I was just trying to go off of it, but I thought it might look good. Anyways, and I think it's wood. It's not a great wood, but it's a type of wood. And so I can put a little hanger on the back so I can hang it in my kitchen. But she's super cute. I want to get her done. I'll probably get her done this week. Just to get that one done. That can go there. Okay. I also had a finish. I finished Stregonona. And I found this really cute. This is a wooden frame. Like, I can tell it's actually wood. So I'm going to have to put hangers on it. But finished Stregonona. She's super cute. Out of all the 18 colors, I only had 6 of them. And instead of finding or going out and buying 12 other colors, I just found similars. So my colorway is a little bit different. McKenna's already finished hers as well. So our colors are a little bit different. I pulled up images from the book on Google, and I kind of picked mine based off of some of the book images and made it a little bit more like book inspired, which the pattern is anyways, but the colors were a little bit shifted. So I picked kind of based off of book images. But anyways, I also really love this frame, also from Hobby Lobby. I got them both on sale. That one was $9. They were either 40 or 50% off, and I can't remember which. But this one looked like a ravioli. She's cooking pasta, so I felt like that was the only answer for that one. Okay, the other whip in this bag, I've been trying to finish my Christmas rules, and I may still kind of like rotate that in, or again, I might, especially after I go through all of my whips, I may edit my my rotation wheel. Maybe I'll start spinning and doing that and seeing what I'm going to work on each week after I finish Pasta Girl, though, because she's just too close to being finished. Oh, I forgot. The designer of this, I know the name is Fern Dean, and then it's a date, and I can't remember the date. I want to say it's like Fern Dean 1847, but I might be wrong about that. It's 1840 something. And I can't remember if it's, I think it's 1847. I could be wrong though, but I will also link this one. And this was a sew along for me and McKenna. Even though we're both done, sew on it. Like if you love her, sew her. Okay. Okay. So I really do want to finish my Lizzie Kate Christmas rules, but I'm now kind of out of wanting to work on Christmas. So if I do go back to doing a spin wheel, I would probably add it, but so that way I'm not constantly working on it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. As I record my whip parade, which I think it's going to take me forever to record it. So I may record most of it today, may record some of it tomorrow evening. I don't really know. I've just got to kind of like get in and figure that part out. But depending on how long the video goes, it may be a two-parter, but it'll come out sometime this next week. This one, I'm going to try and start uploading it today as soon as I'm done. Two others that if I go back to a wheel or don't, or I guess three others, a Stitcher's Life, but I showed that in the last video. I definitely want to finish that one this year. So that is one that I want to work on, but One Nation by Bygone Stitches. I love this pattern and I really do want to work on this one, and it's the 250th anniversary of the country. Good or bad. But I do love this one, and I do want to get it done one day. It's on an 18 count Picture This Plus called Murky. I don't know if they still make this color or not. I don't know. But I wanted it to look like an old flag, basically. One of the ladies at Embroidery Bee was like, that's really dark. And I was like, well, I wanted it to look old, rusty, and crusty, so it looks old, rusty, and crusty. So this is how much I've gotten done. This is the full width, 400 stitches. Okay, but I do want to work on this one. A big reason why I got discouraged in working on this one, even though doing letters is not that crazy and the stars are very repetitive, they're like pretty easygoing. The pattern version that I had, well, I mean, I still have it, was the printed 6-page version, and it was just so tiny. It was so tiny to see what the heck I was supposed to be doing. Well, McKenna, 1884 Stitchery, got the permissions to rechart it and have a version, a PDF and a print version that is 12 pages. 12. So the pattern is huge. So I no longer have to like eye strain in order to work on it. And so I'm actually a little bit more excited to work on it. So anyways, I got myself the PDF copy. So now I have an in-print tiny copy and a PDF giant copy. And I got the new giant PDF print all caught up with where I left off. And it made me kind of excited to work on it. But that just came out this last week. So if you like that pattern, or if you have it and it's also too tiny for you, maybe consider, you can get it printed or you can get the PDF and print it yourself. But yeah, so very excited about that. And then her and I were talking about the re-release again, because my version was from the 25th anniversary re-release. I don't remember what year. I can pull up pretty quickly because I can pull up my pivot table pretty quick. Lady of the Flag. Lady of the Flag. when, okay, 2018. Yikes bikes. Okay. Yikes bikes. Same year that I started Christmas Rules. That's interesting. Okay, anyways. Lady of the Flag got re-released for the 25th anniversary in 2018. I got my copy, I started it, but I didn't want to do the whole thing. So my friend Savannah, I don't remember if she had an original copy and just finished around the same time, or she just like started it and went ham on it. I can't remember that part, but I didn't want to do the whole thing, and she didn't want to do the whole thing either. I didn't want to do any of the bottom, and since she started before me and finished way faster than me, I got this idea from her, and I actually got her, she like showed me where and how she staggered it. I had to drop mine a tiny bit. She made hers a little bit higher and cut off some of her flag. I had already stitched to the bottom tip of my flag, and I didn't want to take it out. So I just did mine a little bit lower than hers. But she rounded it to make it just the top parts to fit nicely. Like I think she had it framed ovally. Gorgeous, stunning. So anyways, and I'm not doing beads. I'm not doing any of that. I don't even think I was planning on doing the Krynic. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. I'd have to, oh no, I was going to do Krynic. I just hadn't bought them yet. Whatever. Anyways, there was a lot of really pretty conversions going on, for Lady of the Flag. Mine's on a 32 count Lugana, Picture This Plus Heroic. So it's this like nice neutral, but it has like these, splashes. It's hard to see, but there's like these splashes of pink and blue on it, which I thought would be really nice to like pop the flag colors. But there was a ton of conversions for her dress, skin tones, hair color, the roses. Like there was a color conversion for almost every aspect of this design whenever the 25th came out in 2018. And so I chose the green color conversion. I think there was like 2 of them going around. I don't remember, but I chose this one. And then there was a really pretty blue dress conversion. There was a really pretty white silver conversion. I want to say that was it, because then there's also the goldish yellow color that she comes with. I say that like she's a Barbie. Anyways, so I picked the green, and then I'm going to keep the skin tone color, but I picked one of the brunette colorways that somebody had put together. And then for the roses, I don't know if I'm going to change all of them or if I'm going to change a single rose to a yellow rose for the yellow rose of Texas, because I just think it'd be really fun to like really customize her and personalize it. But anyways, so this is where my Lady of the Flag is. I really want to work on her again too. I mean, we were just talking about it, and I was like, oh, I really want to work on her. I really want to get her finished. So, those are kind of like the plans. They may not, they're obviously not going to all happen this week, but since they were near me, because I had been recently talking about them, I just have them closer. So if I do edit my wheel, those 3 will for sure be going on it. But again, I've a 53. If this is correct, I have 53 active whips. 6 are from 2017, 3 are from 2018, 5 are from 2019, 23 are from 2020, 8 are from 2021, and 8 are from 2022. Oh, I guess I have 54 because Pasta Girl is from 2026. So, but she's about to be done. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely crazy. Oh, I also have one from 2023. Why are they not? I don't understand why this isn't showing up. I keep on refreshing it. And there must be some other I don't know. It's being weird, but anyways, so that is it for this video. I'm attempting to make some like headway in this mess that I've gotten myself into. But yeah, I'm working on these today. I want to at least get through the 17th. One tree and through the 17th, and then I can put one row together. And then the next row won't be able to be completed until February 3rd. So, yeah, because the next row will go from January 18th to February 3rd, and that also includes a February tree. So, I might make the January, February trees. I don't know, if I can get through the 24th and then get caught up, then maybe I can like do these like weekly or something. But I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, super cute. I love them. I think they're coming along really great. I think this might be one of my favorites. It's just really cute. Also really love the Tigger. I don't know, I'm kind of glad that I went with solid colors. But January is just, yeah, they're going to go like this next to each other. So it's going to be like a giant little neighborhood. So this will be fun whenever it's finished at the end of the year, or I guess just into next January, and get it finished and put together. And I wonder how Jamie will quilt this, because I'll probably have her quilt this as well. So but yeah, anyways, that is it for this video. I hope that y'all are staying warm, and stay tuned for a whip parade or possibly two. Anyways, I will see y'all next time. Bye guys.